My job title is the Senior Director for the Department of Laboratory Animal Care. My responsibilities now include overseeing a staff of 23 technicians, which includes a training coordinator and a facility manager. My job every day brings a new challenge, and that new challenge can be a new animal that you're going to be looking after, or it can be a new researcher that you're helping to decide how they're going to do their research. Or it can just be helping new technicians come into the field and let them understand what the benefits are and how important their job is to helping people every day in their lives manage disease and how they're going to live the rest of their lives. I started in the field of laboratory animal science when I was 16 years old. I decided I wanted to train to become a registered veterinary nurse, and my first job interview was for a research institution, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to work in research and decided to give it 6 months, and that was 28 years ago. I was just absolutely fascinated by how much the animal studies can help find cures for disease. And from a personal standpoint, my dad has a blood disorder that actually has no cure, but he has to take supportive medication, and all that medication came through clinical trials from working with animals. So if it wasn't for that medication, I wouldn't have my dad to mentor me as he does every day and decide what kind of job I was going to do. And he helped me discover that science was something that was going to help both people and animals, because I've always been a huge animal lover. So it was something that I went in not really knowing what was done in the scientific area, and then just became so passionate about it that I've stayed there. I think you want to know about the different areas that can be possibly looked at in research and understand what your job would be, and that can be a variety of things, from caring for the animals on a daily level, or working with the veterinarians to make sure that the animals are healthy, or even working in a research lab where you'll be working with the scientists to do the research that needs to be done to discover new disease therapies. I think anybody that goes into working with animals at all, whether it be in a veterinary practice or a zoo or a research institution, you need to have that passion and that love and that dedication to want to have those animals be as healthy and as happy as possible. And you could not do the job every day of working in laboratory animal science if you didn't love what you were doing and respect the animals that are there and how they're contributing to every disease that can possibly affect us as humans. When I talk to people about what my job is, initially it can be challenging for them to understand what exactly it is that I do, because there has been some negativity around how animals are cared for in a research environment. But I think once I talk to people and I talk to them not only about what I do, but why I do it, that I have family members, friends, and how much they've benefited from the animals that I care for in my everyday life, I think to help them make the connection that to cure a disease requires that animal models must be utilised, it then becomes a really good discussion with people, and they're interested to find out what I do in the field, how I do it, and I share my stories of my fun stories of my animals that I've loved and researched, and some of the drugs that are now on the market that I've actually been involved with testing, so that people can live these healthy lives that we have every day. I think whatever your job title is, we all play a part. It's all pieces of a jigsaw puzzle. But the centre and the heart of that jigsaw puzzle is the animals. To me, the animals are the heroes that I look to every day for how we now as a culture are living 30 years longer than we would have because of all the medical advancements that we've had. And every medical advancement in the last century at least has been due to animal research.